Hello everybody and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 1. Uh, it is another day and another recording.
Wow, this farmhouse is huge.
Oh, look at the cows.
And I'm back to see about these side quests and get things going. So let's just get right into it, shall we? I'm sorry if I'm a little sniffly. I sneezed a couple times before recording. Hello, would you happen to be Zero? We're here to take care of the monster that's causing issues here. As such, we'd like some further details on it. Oh, you are. I'm the man you're looking for, then. Well, I did know that it would be students taking care of it. I wasn't aware that you had young ladies in your company. The rest of you are younger than I had expected, too. Perhaps this request may be too dangerous for you after all. Thank you for your concern. However, there's no need to worry. All of us already have combat experience. Indeed. This all serves as part of my training, too. So please allow us to undertake the request. Well, if you insist. You'll come across a plateau of sorts if you proceed beyond here. That's where the monster tends to appear. It is truly a ferocious one, so much so that passing by the area is impossible, as it attacks everything it sees. Do take extra care when approaching it. Right. Being careless with this one doesn't seem like an option. We'll have to be thoroughly prepared for it. Allow us to make our way there once our preparations are complete, then. Yeah, let's give this everything we got. Alright. Well, I'm going to date this a little bit by talking about the hurricane that's coming through. Where I live, we're probably going to get some of the outer bands of it. We're not going to get, like, the full force, but it's still going to suck. So right now I can hear
the Transcontinental Railroad,
raining.
huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah, if you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
Gorelia Fortress, that might be important later. Either way, I am not afraid of some wind and some rain. So that's why I'm recording. Hopefully this one won't mess up like the other one did.
It's a
but,
treasure
you know,
chest!
I know better than to just keep saving in the same slot now, though. I think I have a running tally of like 2 or 3 slots. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. I might just want to take the option to run.
Here we go.
Let's see. We're just gonna smoke grenade and get the heck out.
Let's keep moving.
Alright, good. Smoke grenades give you a 100% chance to run, and yeah, we're taking that. So, we're just gonna use some items to perk everybody right back up. So, the only thing that isn't fully charged is our EP, which shouldn't matter for everybody who doesn't have it. Here we are going to just kill a dinosaur, essentially. Is that the monster we're looking for? Yeah, it certainly seems to be. It looks pretty tough. What should we do? We really don't have a choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone, double check your equipment. We might need to be prepared for whatever this thing might throw at us. Understood. Right. So, he doesn't turn away.
Go.
So, I can't do that.
All right,
we're gonna
let's
motivate.
do this.
Gotta make it to me!
We're gonna do what we
My turn.
usually do.
Give it
Just
up,
buff
everyone.
people up. Why did it pick over there? Okay. It looked like the circle was picking everybody but Reen. It's like, what? But why? Alright. We're not gonna do Blessed Arrow. Yeah, we're just gonna Flamberge him right now.
Turn to flames! Burn!
Alright, so he gets rid of buffs, unfortunately, which
Shatter!
sucks.
Off guard! I'll pick you up!
His defense is down.
Here we
He's
go.
paralyzed. Cool. 0 arts, which doesn't do a whole lot for us with rain, but, you know, another
All
motivate
right,
will.
let's do this.
Leave it to me. It's my turn.
He is weak to ice. Good to know. Let's Aqua Bleed him.
Right!
Same thing for... Let's get that defense buff back if we can.
Keep
There
it
we
up,
go.
everyone!
Defense buffs are always good. Yeah, 1,000. Good. Oof. Laura is knocked down for a couple of turns, which means my heaviest damage dealer's out
There.
for a little bit.
Right.
Ooh. Freak spellcast. Let's do it. Nice. Alright, Laura's standing
My
back up. Good stuff. He's got Aqua Bleed, so let's do that. Oh gosh. Oh, good. He didn't get knocked down.
I can do this. Arcus, activate.
Here we go.
Alright, he's gonna come back on the other side, so we can do some buffs if we need to. Cool.
My turn! Shatter!
Break his armor again.
Now! I'll pick you up! My turn!
Alright.
Arcus,
Should be able to
activate.
Aqua Bleed him. He's charging up for something. Not gonna matter though. He's out.
Oh, we did it!
Lots of experience points. Alrighty. That takes care of that. I don't know how we did it, but we won. It would have been tougher if not for the power of our combat links. I hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You hate to admit it. Why? Never mind that. We should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh, yeah. I hope they're pleased. Is something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. But that takes care of that monster, no problem. And we've grabbed all the chests in this area, so we're just gonna run our happy butts all the way back to the farmhouse. Oh, I assume you've taken care of that monster. That's correct. Thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I'll have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Keldic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make a request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area, and Keldic as a whole, is really on the very outskirts of the Cruisin province, and as such the provisional army isn't very interested in aiding us. Ah. Yeah, that's not hard to believe considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. I probably shouldn't say more on the matter. However, I do still owe you all your reward for this. Please, take these. 10 eggs, 10 starberries, and 10 honey syrup, and 10 salt. That's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as it is. After all your help is the least I can do. I hope you enjoy them. These look great. Thank you. You don't get much fresher than this. I look forward to digging in. I'm rather envious that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. It's one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, it's not all good. Things have been tougher lately, seeing as how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. I wasn't aware of that. Importing's become a much easier task thanks to the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Further, more and more goods can be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Ah, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now, we can move on to harvesting without any worries. I must thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. East Celtic Highway Monster has been completed. Aha! Alright. Phew, guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same. I don't venture out on the highways very often. The two of you seem okay, though. My hometown is in the countryside, too, so I'm kind of used to this. With all the training Laura does, I'd imagine it's probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. We should return to the inn, should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah's still there. We can give our report and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright then, let's head back to town. Whee! I'm just gonna go for a nice run back back to town. There we go. If you hear the thumping in the background, it's my cat's playing again. Don't give crap. The one paid. What's going on? Sounds like something's happening over at the market. There seems to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be a question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up a stall. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord. Oh, so for Celtic that would be... This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure what exactly is going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. Bah. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere. Since when was grabbing a person by the neck considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study, and while we're not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? So there's a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Idios' name is happening here? Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what's happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah, and both permits expire at the same time, too. What is the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over it here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask both of you to put aside your differences until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now, though. Yeah, guess he's the guy in charge. Oh. My TV flickered out for a second there. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation, though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Keldex Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you'd be so kind as to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. That's right, guys. You got your stalls. Stop being jerks. So you are responsible for choosing our assignments. Indeed. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. It was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful for you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands, and I can't thank you enough for your help with the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have ended up getting hurt. Well, I'm just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front? That's right. Both of their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternating weeks. The other stall we reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will see far lower sales numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke. The Crimson Province is ruled by Duke Albarea, one of the 4 most powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly. With a lot of percentages of their profits being taken away from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown how damaging such actions can be. I've never heard anything about that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course, I've gone to Berea Hard numerous times to petition the Duke personally, but they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo within their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten that status quo would absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. Seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they tend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the gatehouse has even made comments suggesting as such. That's not right at all. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with amongst us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to focus on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Don't worry, we are. And we'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Alright, he's got a nice house here. Any hiding items, or is it just a pretty house? It's just a pretty house. Okay, works for me. Nothing in my notes either, so... That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control. As long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Alberea. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? Should we ask Eustace for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. Since the Albereas represent one of the 4 great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. Guess that's a no, then. Well, I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Instructor Sarah, what brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done, as expected, so I'm off to sort of help them out. What? You're gonna go see Group B now? The town of Parm is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You 4 are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Adios be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. Damn it, instructor. I can't believe it. It's as if she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the entire day, the whole day drinking at the inn. Can she read minds or something? I'd suggest we return to our room and rest for the night, in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. As much as our party might like to... there goes my cats. As much as the party might like to settle down and sleep, remember how I keep saying that this game has a bad habit of just like not letting you, know when side quests are available? This guy right here, Lyman, has a side quest for us. No indication given. Alright, troops, how's it going? Are you learning about Mooch out there? For the most part, yes. It's serving as a reminder that we still have quite the ways to go. However, we have every intention of making the most out of this experience. That's what I like to hear. I'm actually about to get started on our even sale here, so I'll give you a wee discount if... wait a minute. I think I just had a better idea. Better of an idea. What might that be? Right. I know you'd be tired after your hard work today, but any of you fancy a wee go and run in the store for a bit? Are you sure? Oh, aye. It's fine. This line of work's all about having the skills to negotiate well, so it would be some good experience for y'all. So how about it? It's certainly an interesting proposal. Let's try it out. If you're willing to let us do it, then I don't see why not. Good to hear. Let's get you started right away then. I mentioned it's about to get started on our evening sale, didn't I? It might be a wee bit tough, but I'd like you to handle it. That does sound kind of rough. The idea behind it is simple enough, at least. All you need to do is give appropriate discounts to make a sale. The amount you discount varies, but sometimes it'll be taken up to half price. Half price? That's a lot. It's even profitable. I can't talk. Is it even possible to make a profit by doing that? It doesn't always work out. I even went into the red a few times thanks to it. But even then, I still think then it's worthwhile. Worthwhile enough to even send yourself into the red. Aye, my personal philosophy is the amount of sales you make is more important than how much you make. The more sales you make, the more happy customers you got. And if you've got more and more customers walking away happy, then your store's going to have a good reputation. So basically, it all ends up benefiting you in the long run. I see where you're coming from there. Though there's nothing to say that I'm 100% correct. Oh, hi. I meant to say, how do y'all feel about handling the store separately at different times? I'm okay with it, but any particular reason why? Well, there's no harm in competing with each other, is there? Think of each other as rivals and try as hard as you can to win. That does seem like an effective way to motivate oneself. I don't know about you guys, but sales aren't exactly my forte. I guess I'll take it as a learning experience. It does sound like it'd be fun, though. Can I ask if there's any specific guidelines you can give when it comes to giving discounts, though? I assume how much of a discount you can offer based on the types of goods being sold? Aye, spot on. I split everything up into fresh goods and processed goods. So fresh goods speak for themselves, really. You'll want to get them sold out as quick as you can. That being said, you're free to make these up to half price if it comes to it, just so we can get them all sold. Processed goods will never expire like fresh ones, though, so there's no point in discounting too much. You can kind of just sell them at full price, so 20% off is the max you should go. So fresh goods could be sold for as much as 50% off, while processed goods can only be sold up to 20% off. Got it. Here's hoping I remember that. Oh, aye, don't be willing to bump prices up a wee bit either. Deciding when the best time to do that, though, is all up to you lot. One can assume doing so all depends on how well we negotiate with each customer, then. Aye. Now that that's sorted, let's get started. It doesn't matter which order y'all go in, but how about you first? Oh, that's fine with me. That settles it. Let's see what you're made of then, Reed. I wish you luck. Thanks. Here's hoping it all goes well. A day as a merchant started. Welcome, welcome. We're currently in the middle of our evening sale. He's more financial than I would have guessed. Aye, he'll bring in a customer with guts like that. Wow, I don't think I could put myself out there like that. I'm rather worried myself. Oh, his first customer's arrived. Oh, are you working here part-time? I almost thought you were a pro with a voice like that. Oh, thank you. By the way, do you have any tomatoes? I need some for tonight's dinner, you see. We actually do have some. How many are you looking for? I think 5 should do for now. Seems there's a sale going on for the moment, too. So how much would that end up being? It's 10 mire per tomato, and I can give her up to half off because of fresh goods. How much should I sell them for in total? Let's do 35? Yeah, let's do 35-ish. 5 tomatoes would usually go for 50 mire, but I can offer you them for 35 mire instead. How's that sound? That sounds fine. I'll take them. Thank you for your purchase. Seems like he made his first sale. Indeed. Seems to have gone rather smoothly, too. Oh, here's another customer. A sale, is it? Well, that sounds interesting. We're offering discounts on all of our goods, so feel free to take a look. I assume that applies to this wine as well. Of course. Wine doesn't fall under fresh goods, so the wine costs 1,000 mire. How much will you sell it for? We could do up to 20%, so let's do 900. It's 10% off. How does 900 mire sound? Sure you can't do better than that? Let's include some cheese for 20% off. I can make more money that way, yeah. How about this? If you buy it now, I'll include this cheese for 20% off. Oh, that's an interesting offer. Cheese companies wine rather well, too, so allow me to take you up on that. Thank you for your purchase. That went pretty well. Another successful sale for him. Seems like he's gotten into the swing of things. Aye, I look forward to hearing how much he sold it for. Here's another customer. Oh, the evening sale's finally started. What happened to Lyman? Oh, he's left me in charge for a little bit. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Mom asked me to get some stuff for dinner. How much are you selling cabbages for? I need 3, but she told me to buy some extra if they're cheap. It's 20 mire per cabbage, and they fall under fresh goods, so... usually 20, buy extra. Yeah, here, just there you go. 3 would normally cost 60 mire, but does 6 for that same price sound good? So I can get double the amount for free? I'm sure Mom will be happy to hear that. Can I have them then? Of course. Thank you for your purchase. And thus Reed's turn came to an end, and the others were given a chance to try their hand at merchantry. Right, y'all head to turns then. Good job, troops. Now, we owe you our thanks for giving an opportunity to experience this. I agree. I'm sure experience like this will come in handy down the line. Glad to hear it. Well, you did well too, considering it was your first time. It was pretty interesting to see how your personalities affected your results too. Speaking of which, how did we all end up doing in the end? Well, you had the least amount of sales out of everyone, Elliot. You did manage to make a fair amount, though, but that also means you didn't really offer that much of a discount. You had to be more aggressive, really. Sorry about that. Next up is Laura. You're a wee bit too generous with the discounts. Making lots of sales is good, but you still have to consider how much you're making from them, too. Understood. My thanks for the advice. Next up is Rain. You ended up doing really well in both the number of sales and how much you made. I'm pretty impressed, honestly. With a wee bit more experience, you could become a fine merchant. You think so? I guess we discovered another of Rain's hidden talents. Well done, Rain. Being told that by someone with experience here is really impressive. And finally, Elisa. You wouldn't happen to have some prior experience, would you? Not really, no. That really is amazing, then. I have to be honest, you almost managed to sell as much and make as much as I normally do. You've got a unique style that brings the customers in, so there really isn't any advice I can give to you. That's quite the evaluation. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. So Elisa has the skill to potentially become a successful merchant, then. I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I didn't expect her to be this skilled either. Do any of your relatives happen to be involved in this kind of work? Not that I know of, no. Well, either way, it ended up being pretty interesting thanks to you lot. Here, take this, your wage for the day. Received a coral bracelet. You made some good money too, so here, a wee bonus. Got a marble bracelet as well. Thank you very much. Are you sure? Aye, no danger. You all learned it. I'll get you all later then. So, yeah, like I said, no indication that whole scene was there at all. And before we decide to go walk into the inn here, I'm going to cut the episode here. So, thanks for joining me today, guys. If you enjoyed this, hey, I've got a scene here. If you guys enjoyed this, please go ahead and leave a like and a comment if you'd prefer. Subscribe and ring that notification bell if you want to hear more stuff from me. And I will see you guys in the next one. So as Instructor Sarah forgot to say in the earlier scene, toodles!